when I would come onto set into different rooms, I was like, whoa, it's even more detailed than before. It makes a difference for an actor, you know? Like, if you open up a random drawer and it's filled with very specific things that you guys won't ever see, but we know it's there. That's next level.
Yeah. That's why I wear the exact right underwear.
Yeah. It makes a difference in the performance.
Hi, everybody.
Welcome, guys. Congratulations on an amazing season. Today's the day, the end of the season.
It is the last show.
You're dividing and conquering tonight. There's some amazing cast members in LA. Who's going to fill the role of Martin Short and just berate Steve for the next 25 minutes? Who's going to just make fun of him?
No, it's actually the other way around.
What?
What'd you think? You have the good jokes. Don't tell him I said that.
You think he's tougher on Marty than the other way around?
Don't let Marty know that you feel that way.
Okay, so they've seen the finale. We can now spill all those secrets. Do you guys know or care before the finale? Do you want to know who did it? The motivations, the secrets before you get the final scripts?
Oh, yes. I co-created it.
I hope he knows.
I'd like to know.
You're an exception, Steve. Yes.
You don't want to be in the last scene.
I don't care.
What?
Yeah.
Really?
I just read like my part. Then you guys talk, and then it's me.
Kevin Kline, you're all actors. Kevin Kline would used to do it like, my line, bullshit, 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 bullshit. My line, bullshit, 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 bullshit.
I'm
a leaker. Yeah. That's why I don't want to know, because I will say it in forums like this. And so I'm like, please don't tell me. Please don't tell me.
Are any of you secretly hoping by the time you get the last scripts, I kind of want to be the killer? I kind of want to be the one?
No, because then you don't have a job anymore. I want the checks to keep coming.
If anything, you want to die, because then you get another season.
No.
It's like good news, bad news. Yeah.
Plum roll, but next season, not so much.
Good news.
What about for you, Michael? Are you someone that prognosticates, that bets on who the killer is going to be? Does it matter to you?
Yeah, I like to not know going in, so I start every season thinking I am both the killer and going to end up dead at the end. So I play everything two different ways. But no, I like to not know. I guess I'm always wrong. I was really wrong this season. I thought Lester was the killer, and as we see, he was not. But I did text with Teddy, who plays Lester today, and he's very concerned his grandchildren are going to find out online because he's having them over for a viewing party tonight, and they don't know. So I'm excited we get more of him next year.
Since we're talking to Michael, I'll say this is another season. One of my favorite laughs was Michael says to the three of us that he's got a new password. And he says, you'll never guess it. And Mabel says, Sevelin, that's his cat's name. He goes, and leaves. Damn. Sevelin, because it was your seventh cat, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let us talk about this growing, remarkable ensemble. Every year, you guys add to the best cast in the business. Talk to me. What is the common denominator, Steve, when you're casting a role?
Pay cuts.
Yeah. Work for cheap. Yeah.
No, that no one has ever, like written a role for somebody. There was always a role, and then it was cast, and it's not like cramming people in. It just kind of worked out that way. I mean, as a, sort of writer-ish person, I always go, is it too many? But then it's not, because there's so much fun. Anyway, you realize you have Melissa McCarthy and Molly Shannon and Meryl, and you go, it's because they're good. That's why you want them, not for the names. They're good.
What about, though, in particular for your...
Oh, Marty is bad.
Yeah, Marty, obviously.
Yeah. Sorry.
You're speaking
That's
the
one
unspoken.
exception.
We all know that.
Yeah.
But in terms of this season, your celebrity doppelgangers, the great Eugene Levy, Zach, Eva, of course. That's a specific challenge.
Yeah, I was like, Steve, I beg to differ. The role was written for me.
What did you think when the phone call, the email came around? What was your initial?
What? John had told me early on he wanted me to come on in relation to Selena. So that was season 1, and nothing ever happened. And then season 4, he calls and he's like, hey, we have a role we think you'd be perfect for. And I was like, oh my God, am I like Selena's aunt? I thought I was going to be the aunt that owns the apartment. And he's like, no, even better. You're going to play Eva Longoria.
Tell
I
me
was like,
about
oh my God,
character.
I love her. I can do that.
How much Eva Longoria is in Eva Longoria?
So much. He goes, no, it's you, but heightened. It's going to be you, but heightened. And I'm like, I'm pretty heightened as it is. And no, there was a lot of alts to my character. She was a bit much. I don't drink when I prepare for a role normally. But no, it was so much fun. And I love Selena. Selena's always been like a little sister to me. So I had pitched John this joke. I was like, I should say, of course I'm playing you. We're basically the same age. And she's like, right.
For those of you that have been with the show since the very beginning, is it much different from the first season? Was the vibe kind of right on point from the start, as you recall? Michael?
The vibe has always been dictated by the main trio and our showrunner, John. So it's just the nicest job in New York. You walk on set and everybody is treated with enormous amounts of kindness, whether it be Meryl Streep or a day player with 5 lines. So it's been, except that one. No, but it's really incredible. And I would say the show has grown exponentially, but the vibe still feels cozy and comfortable. And it is the happiest I've ever been at a job. And I think a lot of people can say that on the set.
For you, yeah.
I'm just waving my mic.
Yeah.
No, I was just saying that, when Marty and I first met Selena, we only met her over Zoom because it was like during COVID. And, we hung up on the Zoom and I called Marty and I said, she seems fantastic. Because I didn't really know. I mean, I know her name, but I'm not like, hey, I got to play another song, And, but she was so comfortable with us. And then, by season 2, she's caught on to our thing and like puts us down worse, than I put Marty down or vice versa. So, she's into the swing of things. She's good.
For you, Davon, what is the distinguishing characteristic of this set versus others that you've been on? How would you describe it to actors that come onto the set the first day? What are they in for?
I think the distinguishing characteristic is care and a genuine desire for, you truly feel like your gift is welcomed and wants to be present no matter if this season is about you or if you're a smaller character. And for me, starting in theater, especially last season, what was really cool, even though there were several actors kind of since the beginning where John has littered theater actors in this TV show, being that was the world that I came from, it just really warmed my heart because that's rare. And a lot of times as a theater actor, you can feel very othered coming onto these sets, and it was completely different, and it was a learning experience, and it's really amazing. And I think it's beyond New York. Like, this is probably the best job I've ever had. We're done at 6?
Also, I remember your first day shooting on season 1. She had a speech that was this long, and we're on these sets. You're kind of moving it along, although we don't move that fast. But she had it down 10 times, and we were just so appreciative of it.
Yeah, but it's like
we don't have those kind of lines. We get this. We get a look. Marty gets to snort. Moving on.
Yeah. Yeah, but it's just, I've truly never, and I remember even last season, Meryl and I chit-chatting, and she was like, I've never experienced, we don't even know what it is, and I know it sounds really simplistic, but I've never had any experience like this, top to bottom. Also, John as well, the showrunner. Normally as an actor, I don't know, at least for me, it's kind of like the showrunner is kind of like over there, and you talk to them when you have to talk to them. Like, it's like fake kind friendly, like, oh yeah, in regards to my character, what am I doing, da 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 da. And then outside of that, it's like, oh, did you get coffee? Okay, whatever. But with him, you're like, my mom's doing really great, thanks for asking. Or what are you gonna buy for Easter. And, he really, really cares and he's really invested in just the kindest.
Did you ever anticipate in your career calling Zach Galifianakis a scrumptious, fuckable baklava?
I always had hoped, and now the time has arrived.
Yeah.
It was a gift that just keeps on giving, and I'm forever grateful to the writers for putting those words together
And
like that.
you have a line in your head since you're 10, and then it comes true.
Yes. Yeah.
But it must be rewarding that season after season we're learning more about your backstory a little bit here and there.
Yeah. I mean, just the job in general. I mean, at the end of the day, to be a reoccurring and each season having the blessed opportunity to come back. And then in coming back, it isn't just like, my character very easily could be very expositional of like, and then they came here and that, and then I'm out. They've never done that. And on top of it, yes, have built upon my character and who she is and what she's about. And I love that she's starting to really care about them and, almost like as a tough love mom thing. She doesn't know how to and sometimes deal with her feelings, but she really cares about them. And I love to see that arc because we've come a long way from season 1.
Right. Michael, what was most rewarding for you for the arc of Howard this season? What excited you?
Well, I loved working with the animals most of the time.
How dare you?
And the pig was cool, too.
This is the executive producer of the show.
I just, I feel like there's a very relatable thing about Howard that I relate to as an actor and as a person, that he really just wants to belong and be part of something. And he has since season 1. And he's always been very clumsy about how he goes about it. And I feel like he's really starting to be part of the group, sort of like a little fourth wheel. And that is so satisfying as a character, but as an actor, also dream come true, that I get to spend my days with those 3. I'm just glad he's still there. Because when I did season 1, I got COVID on my first episode. My second episode, I filmed alone so no one would get sick. And then I thought I was done. I thought they would never have me back. And that's a testament to the show as well. They just made it work. They waited till I got better. They kept writing for me. And kept writing for me in a way that no one ever has. A lot of times, like Dave Lyon was saying, the things that I bring to characters are often sometimes directors are like, can we tone that down? Or can we, maybe not that big, but you can be yourself and sort of really work your talent on the set. So it's very cool.
I think also one of the joys of this past season, obviously season 3 dealt with so much of, theatrical production. And this season, you go to Hollywood and we get to see sort of a little bit of satire of Hollywood. And to see the relationship between Charles and Zaz is really touching. Do any of you have comparable stunt doubles in your life that you formed that kind of relationship with?
Or want one?
There are a couple hundred opportunities right here for you.
I had that with a makeup man. Yeah. I'm serious. And he died actually this year. And he was Frank Griffin, and he was with me for so long. You actually forget how long they're with you. You think, oh, hi, Frank. And then you realize it's been 30 years. It's amazing. Sweet guy. And he was an actor. He had been an actor. And anyways, a sweet relationship.
It occurs to me, this role is perhaps, you probably played Charles more than any other character in your career, perhaps by now.
When I was doing like Father the Bride, or those kind of movies. No, that's all right, thank you. And you'd go do interviews. I can't remember, what was my character name? Something. Let's call him Bob.
What was
George.
Yeah, George Banks. Yeah. So you go do an interview and they'd say, tell us about the character of George. And you're going, what character? I don't know what character. It's just me, I guess. It's just kind of, so that's sort of what this is. And then you get instructions. They'll say, you're a little bit uptight. You go, okay.
Especially being in New York, when you're here, what do fans want to know from you when they encounter when you encounter only murder fans? Are they asking about the mystery, about what's Meryl like? What do they want to know from you guys?
Oh my God, you nailed it. It was like, what's Meryl like and who's the murderer? Yeah, that was everybody's question to me. Meryl and I are cousins. I don't know if you guys know that. A little bit of trivia. And yeah, the murder. Who's the murderer? Who's the murderer? And I wasn't in a lot of the 8 or 9. I can't remember which episode. And so I was like, I don't know who the murderer is. And they're like, oh, come on, you don't want to tell us. I'm like, no, I don't know who the murderer is. So that was the most asked question.
You did, though, witness history, Meryl Streep, Melissa McCarthy, kicking the shit out of each other.
That was staggering. I'll tell you why.
I mean,
because I'm on the set, and there's Melissa, and there's Meryl, and there's the 2 stunt actresses. And so they're going to rehearse it. And then suddenly I see Meryl and Melissa going at it, throwing each other on the... So I said, what? They said, no, we're doing it. And it was amazing. I just thought, well, this is the greatest scene ever. I thought, I'd like to see the stunt people do it once, but they just went for it completely. Yeah. And there's, they're rolling over sofas, but still you can get hurt in that.
Who wins in an actual fight, Meryl or Melissa, now having seen their chops? Who's more tenacious?
That's tricky because they both commit.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I remember you worked with Michael Rappaport. Dave Vine and Michael Rappaport had these 2 incredible scenes. He's a detective, she's a detective, and they're interrogating us. And Michael, this is another season, by the way, that Michael Rappaport is his whole thing is, you fucking guys, fuck you, and this and that. And I'm watching him warm up for the scene before we're rolling. He's going, fucking asshole. Do it. And so I said, after the season over, I said, Dave Vine's coming out. We should have Michael Rappaport come back. And they said, he's in jail. I mean, in the story, he went to jail. We can't just have to spring him,
Executive producer of Only Murders in the Building.
Amy.
Yes, that's right. Yeah. Mm-hmm. You're good with a stunt, though. I sensed the fear of you on the wedge. I sensed how dire that was for Charles.
First, I was in no danger, and I was still fearful.
Where on the list of personal accomplishments is being in a mocap skin-tight suit next to Martin Short this past season? You're the executive producer. You don't have to make yourself do that.
They cut my favorite part, and I said, well, Marty should be wearing a codpiece. Like he's exaggerating his manhood. And they went to the trouble of doing it because I thought it'd be hilarious. I said, you can't do that or and then you just don't see it in the final cut. I think it got censored, but not censored, just dignity.
Right.
We should release those photos.
Yeah.
Unseen
It'll be on the
scenes.
internet.
Bloopers.
CIA will have it.
I was privileged to visit you guys on the set. When this show eventually ends after 15 more seasons, you guys need to open that as just a amusement park facility because it's like being in the actual building. It's fantastic. Talk to me a little bit about, for all of you, it's a functional set. It feels like you're there.
Yeah.
More so than most.
The set design?
Yeah.
Do they have awards for people for that?
Set designer.
Yeah. They need to get it.
Yeah. It's unbelievable.
No, it's truly unbelievable.
To walk on those sets and you could say, I'm in an apartment. I'm in an apartment. The detail for the properties, what do they call that? Set dressing.
Yeah.
And it's
Production
staggering.
design.
They need it.
The whole
they need
thing.
to get all the awards. And you probably could imagine someone as amazing as Meryl, detailed, right? Apparently, right? When they were building her house, she was like, I don't know about that rug. Very sweet, but it feels like it might be a light shag. But she had it super detailed, which I think any other production designer would be like, I'm quitting in regards to overwhelmed, right? But nope, nailed it. Mm-hmm. And I think it even sparked them even more because then I noticed that season as a whole, when I would come onto set into different rooms, I was like, whoa, it's even more detail than before. It makes a difference for an actor, you know? Like if you open up a random drawer and it's filled with very specific things that you guys won't ever see, but we know it's there. That's next level.
That's why I wear the exact right underwear.
Yeah. It makes
That's a
a difference in the performance.
But you know that Christmas guy's apartment was amazing. They did such a good job. They had a functioning train that went all the way around the top of the apartment. It was Kumail's apartment. It was amazing. Yeah, every drawer you opened, there was like a Santa dildo. I don't even know.
'Tis the season.
My favorite line this season was Kumail after he makes the big Jack Nicholson speech. You can't handle the truth, and then a actress comes in who's from Denmark or something and says, "I'm going to tell you the truth," and he says, "We can't handle the truth."
We saw, well, actually, I wanted to ask you this. I feel like Charles had an epiphany at some point, I think towards the end of the season. He realizes what we all realize. As soon as one murder is solved, the next one comes. Has he had a breakthrough? Has he figured it out?
I think he's stating the obvious for viewers at home.
But we do get a tease of what's to come. Great Taylor Ione shows up.
Right.
What do we know?
Fabulous. Well, I don't know, and neither do the writers. You have to set up something general and specific at the same time and have an idea in your head. But, you can't write 10 episodes, a year before it's going to be done. So you just try to get something juicy,
But none of you want to be the killer, to be clear, next season.
Absolutely not.
Okay. Just getting that, or killed. No, you want to be on forever.
Unless I'm coming back from the dead. No.
It's possible.
Like Paul Rudd.
Saz did.
Yeah.
Like Paul Rudd.
True.
I was like, wait, why is Paul here when I was on set? And they were like, shh. And I was like, why are they shushing me?
And keep killing Paul Rudd. He keeps coming back for more, and we love it.
Almost any TV show you see, if someone's killed, they're coming back as a ghost. Right.
Well, congratulations, guys. Again, as I said.
Thank you all for coming.
Yes,
That's
thank
very
you,
important.
guys.
Thank you.
Please spread the good word. Only Murders in the Building. You've now seen the finale. Give it up for this amazing cast. Thank you guys so much for your time tonight.
Thank you.